Welcome to Ancient Life Hacks. I am Jared Madsen. I have a master's degree in Chinese medicine. I lived in China for many years. I'm fluent in Chinese, but I also have a great fascination with ancient cultures from around the world, especially the great wisdom that we can take from those and apply to our lives today. Therefore, today we will be talking about Stoicism. Okay, so we're going to go over the basics of what Stoicism is, find a few quotes from meditations. It's going to be great. How we apply Stoicism to our lives. And then later in the episode, we're going to really get into it. We're going to compare Stoicism to Chinese medicine. Not really compare, but we're going to use Chinese medicine to analyze Stoicism and see, is this really healthy for us? According to Chinese medicine. We're also going to look at, do the ideas match up to Buddhism, Taoism? How do they match up? Do they match up? Are they different? How are they different? So we're going to go beyond just Stoicism, but we're definitely going to give you a crash course. Here we go. I'm going to read some of this to speed it along, and then we can start our discussion. Stoicism is an ancient Western philosophical school of thought that teaches individuals how to attain wisdom, resilience, and inner tranquility by focusing on virtue and rationality, while accepting the inherent limitations of human existence. Here are 5 key principles, ideas. Number 1, virtue as the highest good. Stoicism emphasizes that the highest good in life is moral virtue, including wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. Virtue is the sole path to true happiness. Number 2, acceptance of what is beyond control. Stoics advocate accepting things beyond one's control, such as external events and the actions of others. They believe that suffering arises from trying to control the uncontrollable. Number 3, endurance and resilience. Stoicism encourages individuals to endure hardship with equanimity, viewing adversity as an opportunity for personal growth and character development. Resilience in the face of life's challenges is a central theme. Resilience, willpower. Number 4, mindfulness and self-reflection. Stoics practice mindfulness and introspection to gain self-awareness, understand their emotions, and cultivate emotional control. They strive to live in the present moment and make rational choices. So far, so good. I don't hear anything wrong with any of this. Number 5, last one, living in accordance with nature. Stoics believe in living in harmony with the natural order of the world, embracing both the joys and the hardships of life as part of this order. Okay, that is Stoicism in a nutshell. Now what we're going to do, just for fun, we're going to read some quotes from the new translation of Meditations by Gregory Hayes. This is the hot book out there today. So if you want to get into Stoicism, especially Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, I would definitely recommend this book. We will leave a link in the description below of where you can buy it. Let's dive in with a few quotes. Book 10, section 16 reads, "To stop talking about what the good man is like and just be one." Book 6, section 6, there it is. "The best revenge is not to be like that." The best revenge is not to be like that. That's worth thinking about. Book 7, section 31. "Wash yourself clean with simplicity, with humility, with indifference to everything but right and wrong. Care for other human beings. Follow God." Book 4, section 7. "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been." I'm telling you, The stuff's deep. Last one. Book 5, section 16. The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Your soul takes on the color of your thoughts. There we go. Again, this is Meditations. You can get any copy, but this one is a more recent translation. I like it. A lot of people like it. But you want to know what? Any translation would be great because it is a great, wonderful book. So we have 7 things that the Stoics do to incorporate some of these wonderful principles into their lives. Number 1, practice gratitude. Start and end each day by reflecting on what you are grateful for. This helps shift your focus from what you lack to what you have. That makes a lot of sense. Because a lot of times we just sit there going, I don't have this, I don't have that. But you want to know what? You've got a lot. And if you don't, well, you've got something probably, something good. So focus on that. Number 2, pause and reflect. When faced with challenges or strong emotions, take a moment to pause and reflect on whether the situation is within your control. If not, practice acceptance. Stoics are big into if it's out of your hands, it's out of your hands. Don't sweat it. There's too much to sweat already. Don't sweat stuff that you can't even do anything about. Number 3, journaling. Keep a Stoic journal to record your thoughts, emotions, and reflections on daily events. This can help you gain insight into your reactions and cultivate emotional control. So this is a technique that we can use. It's not just something that we want to kind of think about. It's something we can actually do and probably see great changes. Number 4, practice mindfulness by paying attention to the present moment. Did you? Okay. Engage fully in your activities, whether it's work, spending time with loved ones, or enjoying a meal. Don't be on your phone. I think that's what it's saying. Don't be on your phones all the time. I mean, come on. Create Stoic affirmations or reminders that align with Stoic principles and read them daily to reinforce your commitment to Stoicism, right? So you can get a book like this, find some quotes you like, write them down, and remind yourself of that, right? That's a good practice. You want to know what? That's a good practice for, it doesn't even just have to be Stoic quotes. That's a good practice for you hear words of wisdom, you write those down, you keep them close, you check on them once a day or whenever. Not a bad practice. Virtuous actions. Strive to embody Stoic virtues in your daily actions. Act with wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control in all aspects of your lives. I'm going to add a side note there. I think this, as with any practice or any ideas, to really be able to implement those, on the one side, you have to be, you want to try to consciously do it. But on the other side, if you are ingesting good things like Stoicism and the teachings of Stoicism and the books and the thoughts, and you're frequently reading that and ingesting that, it will probably naturally be part of your daily life and just how you are. Because if we remember, we read the quote about the thoughts and the color of the mind. What you put in your mind is then what's in your mind. So if you want your actions in life to be good, you have to put good things in your mind. You can't expect, have courage and justice and all this stuff. You're putting a bunch of junk in your mind. Not that I'm saying you are, maybe sometimes, but we try not to. We don't. We stop that starting now. Number 7, community and support. Surround yourself with people who share Stoic values and engage in discussions or readings related to Stoicism. This can help reinforce your practice. We just kind of talked about that, but that's sharing with others. And this is good for any practice, not just Stoicism, right? This is good for anything. That's Stoicism in a crazy nutshell. If we want to do a deeper dive into just Stoicism sometime, maybe Gregory Hayes will be willing to come and have a discussion with us, or one of the other great people out there who are Stoics and spending their lives learning and educating themselves on that. Or if not, you can get good old Jared. You can say, leave in the comments, hey, I want you to talk more about this. I know a thing or two about Stoicism, okay? I maybe am not translating books, but I know something, and I can share that if you want. If not, then I won't do it. That's fine. But what I will share is Chinese medicine and Stoicism. So for me, this is the fun part. Okay, Chinese medicine. If you don't know a whole lot about Chinese medicine, that's okay. I'll walk you through it. And you're more than welcome to watch any of my other podcasts. I talk about Chinese medicine in length. Now we're going to do a quick comparison. Stoicism. Stoics emphasize personal virtue and ethics as essential for a tranquil and meaningful life. Chinese medicine doesn't focus explicitly on virtue, but emphasizes balance and harmony as virtues within the body. Okay, so a little different. Good health is seen as ethical, and actions that disrupt this balance are discouraged. The Stoics are focusing on this personal virtue, whereas Chinese medicine is focusing more on balance of the body, which is considered virtuous. So not quite the same. Stoics advocate accepting the natural order of the world, including things beyond one's control. Chinese medicine aligns with this by emphasizing harmony within nature's rhythms. Okay, kind of the same thing, right? For instance, living in accordance with the seasons and adjusting one's diet and activities accordingly. So the Stoics are a little bit more, right, like some of the negative stuff, right? Like, oh, this bad thing happened, just kind of go with the flow. Where in Chinese medicine, it's more, here's the flow. Don't think about good or bad or anything. Here's the flow. Just go with it. Be in the Tao, man. So similar, but I would say the Stoics, how do I put this? Focus on negativity by not focusing on negativity. You can quote me on that. Unless some Stoics come in and say it's wrong, then don't quote me on it, please. Both Stoics and Chinese medicine promote living in harmony with the natural world and accepting its inherent characteristics. Next, Stoics teach resilience in the face of adversity and emphasize the development of inner strength. Chinese medicine suggests that imbalance in the body can lead to illness, so maintaining physical and emotional balance contributes to resilience. Hey, these are just two different sides of the same coin. That's what I'm hearing. Both Stoicism and Chinese medicine encourage building resilience, with Stoicism focusing on the mind and emotions, and Chinese medicine on the body's balance. To take that a step further, Chinese medicine would say there is no difference between mind and body. Okay, I have talked about this at length before. Therefore, if something's off in your body, it will be off in your mind. And if something's off in your mind, it will be off in your body. So, as we read here, Stoics teach resilience in the face of adversity and emphasize the development of inner strength. So by becoming resilient, in theory, you are also helping your physical state, okay? In particular, your kidneys. Willpower and resilience is with the kidneys. So by practicing this, you should be strengthening your kidneys. And with strong kidneys, your resilience will strengthen. Cross-culture, amazing things happening right now. Mindfulness and meditation. Stoics practice mindfulness and introspection to improve self-awareness and emotional control. Now we're getting into it. Chinese practices like Tai Chi and Qigong involve mindfulness and meditation to balance the energies of the body and cultivate inner peace. Okay, sort of similar, kind of the same goal, but with different techniques. Both traditions use mindfulness and meditation techniques to promote well-being, with Stoicism targeting emotional well-being and Chinese medicine addressing physical and energetic balance. And I'll go back to what I just kind of said. kind of the same thing, right? If your energies and everything are balanced, it will help balance your emotions, right? If your energies are all off and weird, your emotions are going to be off and weird, and vice versa. If your emotions are balanced, then your chi's going to be flowing and everything's going to be good. But if your emotions are not, it's going to block your chi. Same coin, two different sides to it. I would say if you can incorporate both, that's a big win for you. Self-control. Stoicism, self-control, is a fundamental Stoic principle for managing desires and emotions. Self-control aligns with Chinese medicine's emphasis on moderation in diet, exercise, and lifestyle to maintain balance. Yes, it absolutely does, right? Because Chinese medicine will give very specific things. You should, eat like this, you should live like this, you should do that. Whether you do that or not is kind of up to you. So again, we're looking at, okay, so if you can incorporate the Stoics' self-control and all this great wisdom of Chinese medicine about how you can be healthy, and then you actually do that, you are now being a Chinese medicine Stoic, and you are totally, absolutely crushing it in life. That is a comparison of Stoicism and Chinese medicine. And to sum it up, we're seeing just different sides of the same coin. So the kind of the goals and some of the benefits are all going to be the same, but they're just coming at it from two different points of view. And so if you can do both, why not? Now we're going to look at some quotes of Stoicism and some old Chinese proverbs, and we're going to see if they kind of match up. Epictetus said, "The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. Don't hang out with losers." It is what it's saying. It's a nice way to say that. That's what I'm hearing. Or okay, hang out with good, solid, cool people who are better than you. Actually, what it's saying is hang out with people who are better than you and they'll lift you up. Chinese medicine says good health is the foundation of all virtues. We talked about that before, right? Good health, uplift yourself. Seneca said, "Nature has intermingled pleasure with necessary things, not in order that we should seek pleasure, but in order that the addition of pleasure may make the indispensable means of existence attractive to our eyes." Okay, Chinese medicine proverb. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. Hey, that's a lot easier to understand than Seneca, but I think they're saying the same thing. I think they're saying the same thing. Live in harmony with yourself, live in harmony with nature. There we go. Stoics say, "Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one." Chinese medicine says, get ready, I like this one. "The superior physician prevents sickness, the mediocre physician attends to impending sickness, and the inferior physician treats actual sickness." Okay, not really, both of those are not really the same thing, but in a little bit they kind of are. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the Stoic quote that we just read, "Do not pray for an easy life, pray for the strength to endure a difficult one," was by the Stoic, get ready for this, Bruce Lee. How cool is that? Bruce Lee was into Stoicism and he said cool Stoic stuff like that. And he also said a lot of cool ancient Chinese wisdom. Hey, I tell you what, if Bruce Lee was into Stoicism, that's saying something. Marcus Aurelius, "The present moment is the only thing of which anyone can be deprived at any given time." Chinese medicine says a quiet mind is more important than a healthy body. Okay, so not the same at all, but both smart. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This goes back to the controlling of oneself. Chinese medicine, he who takes medicine and neglects to diet wastes the skill of his doctors. All right? So those are kind of the same, right? Be in control of yourself. Don't take the easy route. Master yourself. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move away from Chinese medicine just a little bit and go into Taoism. So Stoicism and Taoism, right? Stoics prioritize personal virtue, emphasizing wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. Taoists focus on living in harmony with the Tao, which is the natural way of the universe. Virtue in Taoism often involves simplicity, humility, and spontaneity. Are those the same? No, but they're both cool. And it kind of sums up what kind of, I guess, where each person is going, whichever practice you're doing. Epictetus said, the key to keep company only with people who uplift you. Yeah, we talked about this before. Whose presence calls forth your best. Lao Tzu said, okay, of the Tao Te Ching, sometimes mispronounced Tao Te Ching. Not right. Knowing others is wisdom. Knowing the self is enlightenment. Okay, we are starting to see kind of, maybe not with that quote in particular, but knowing the self, controlling the self, maybe all kind of some of the same things. We're starting to see a lot of overlapping between Stoicism and Taoism. Stoics advocate acceptance of the natural order and the impermanence of life. Taoists embrace the constant change of the Tao and advocate going with the flow. Here I have a lot of quotes. I can leave those as much as I can in the description. If not, please go to the website, ancientlifehacks.com, and you can find them there. While you're there at that website, sign up for our newsletter. What we are going to do is a brief comparison between Stoicism and Buddhism, and then we will let you move on with your life. Stoics prioritize personal virtue and emotional control as a pathway to inner peace. Yes, Buddhists emphasize the cultivation of inner peace through mindfulness, meditation, and the pursuit of ethical conduct, also called right action. Seneca said, the greatest blessing of mankind are within us and within our reach. And the Buddha said, peace comes from within, do not seek it without. Okay, so kind of the same, right? Buddha's saying that it's you want to look inward, and Seneca is also saying that it's within you. Stoics promote resilience in the face of adversity and advocate detaching from external circumstances. Buddhism teaches detachments from desire and suffering, seeking liberation from the cycle of birth and death. Epictetus said, man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems. And the Buddha said, attachment is the root of all suffering. Deep. Seneca said, the noblest spirit is most strongly attracted by the love of glory. And Buddha, and when we're referring to Buddha, it's Buddha, Sakyamuni, Siddhartha. When I say Buddha, that's a whole actual discussion, because you could say there are many different Buddhas throughout history. Many people have cultivated to Buddhahood. And in Buddhism, they say, may all beings be happy. May all beings be without disease. May all beings experience the light of enlightenment. That is where we will end today. Again, please check out our website, ancientlifehacks.com. Go like and subscribe if you want to find some more quotes and some more of this good stuff. I'll leave those into the description below, but we'll especially put them on our website. I am the MC for Shenyuan Performing Arts, the world's premier classical Chinese dance company. We tour from late December to mid-May. It is a beautiful, wonderful show. I welcome you to come see me live on stage. I will not be dancing. I am the MC, but there are professional dancers who are amazing. If you are watching this episode and it is not during our touring season, hey, don't worry about it. You can check out 神韵作品 or 神韵 creations. There are great classical Chinese dance videos, there's music, and there's all kinds of wonderful videos on that website. I would highly encourage you. Oh, that's right, I forgot. There are links below. If you click on the link to buy tickets through the link below, there's a special booking fee waived just for fans of ancient life hacks. So please go ahead and check that out. You can get some books on Stoics. If you have any questions, leave those in the comments below. If you have anything that you would like me to talk about, also leave those in the comments below, and I will see you next week.